What is up, you fuckheads? How we doing? Welcome to another week of the Fantasy Football Recap. It is trade week in NFL, and some crazy stuff has gone down. There's been a lot of discussion. Henry Ruggs got in a bad car accident. A couple of trades, nothing too blockbuster. There's some Evan Ingram talk. I don't think anything ever came of that. But really, it's just kind of a quiet trade week. A couple of defensive players, one of them went over to the Chiefs. Yeah, a couple things here and there, and some people selling out. Von Miller got traded to the Rams, so we'll see what they kind of decide to come up with. I think they're selling out for the ring this year. They've got the team. They feel like they do. I think they've got the coach. I think they have a good shot at it. I still call out the Bucks and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but you know what? It would be exciting if the Rams made it too. But regardless, welcome to this week's video recap. We can hop right into it. It has been a very ugly week, to say the least, because I came in third overall on the week with 111 points this week. And yeah, it just was not a pretty week, really, for anybody. I guess a lot of people coming off buys. Some people were on a buy, and it just really didn't show up very well. So let's go ahead and get started. I went against Joel this week, and Joel is at the bottom, and I'm still trying to do the math to figure out when is my sigh of relief when I don't have to worry about the penis trophy anymore, and it is coming up close. I think I need one more win, or if I win one and he loses another one, it's pretty much game over for me. So I wouldn't have to worry about the penis trophy too much. But all that being said, I won with 111.70 points versus Noel Joel's 85.84 points. For a little while there, I was getting kind of worried a little bit. It was like 98 to 105. And then, well, we'll know the story. So Tom Brady scored 29.2 points, even after having two interceptions. He still threw for 4 touchdowns and a fumble, which is ridiculous. He still scored 29 points. Darrell Henderson, 21.8 points. Damian Williams for the Kansas City Chiefs, 14 points. Deontay Johnson, 12.8. Cordero Patterson, 16.7. Ricky Seals-Jones, 2.2 points because fucking Mark Andrews is on a bye at a beach drinking a Mai Tai. Marvin Jones, 6 points. T-Bass for the Buffalo Kickers, 7 points. Cardinals D got me 2 points. I should have played the Saints against Tampa Bay, which I did not expect that at all. They scored 13 points, but it doesn't matter. I still won 111.70. And Noel Joel, 85.84 points because Matt Ryan shit the bed with 7 points. Javonte Williams, the rookie, 5.8 points. David Johnson, in a desperation play, got you 0.8 points. Brandon Cooks, though, still looking all right, the 17.3. Chris Kirk, 6.6. Beam me up, Scotty. Zach Ertz, 6.2. Cole Beasley, though, coming through in the clutch for 19 points. Nick Folk, 7. The Broncos D got you 16. Still wasn't enough to beat old OG Reaper here. Next up, we have got the fucking donkey lineup of the week, and it could be the fucking donkey lineup of the year as far as I'm concerned. Holy shit. You've had 51.46 points. How stupid is that number, huh? Let's see. Aaron Rodgers for Hans Butler. I'm not even going to tell you who he beat. Hans Butler, yeah. Aaron Rodgers had 15.66 points. DeAndre Swift, holy shit, 4.6 points. Jackie Robinson for Jacksonville, 4.4. Justin Jefferson, 3.1. Devonta Smith, homer pick, 2 points. Evan Ingram had 1 touchdown, or he would have had 3 points, but he ended up with 9. Kenneth Gainwell, 2.7. YQ, 5. Cowboys D got you 5. On the flip side, Jay Viv, Matthew Stafford, 27.2 points. Nick Chubb, 7.4. Antonio Gibson, 6.9. Jamar Chase, 11.6. AJ Brown, 29.5. Hell yeah. 2.3 points for Pitts, though. Laviska Shenault, only 3.1. Justin Tucker, set your fucking lineup. 0 points on a bye. Seahawks, 11 points scored there. So that is Mr. J Viv coming through 6-2. coming up in second place, pretty close to us. Next up, we have got the oh yeah fucking lineup of the week. Mr. Foxhound scored 144.06 points. And what's funny is Rusty Trombone would have beaten literally anybody else in the league this week, but you went up against the fucking shredder and you got crushed. Let's see. Rusty, 2 guys, 1 penis, had Carson Wentz good for 19.3, Joe Mixon 23.1, Ezekiel Elliott 9.3, Mike Evans 11.8, Robert Woods 19.2, Dallas Goedert 10.2, Austin Eckler 21.40 points, Matt Prater 3, Steelers D got you 9, and then on the flip side, the chefs is what he calls them. Joshua Allen 28.46 coming back through, Aaron Jones 20.5, Justin Taylor 19.7, Tyreek Hill 21.40, Chris Godwin 27, Tyler Higbee 4, McLaren 5, Sly 6, Bills 12. And I'm not going to lie, Foxhound looking pretty stout there. If he could pull out some dubs down the home stretch, he's going to be tough to beat in the playoffs with that kind of lineup. Just because he survived the fucking just injuries this year, it looks like. And it doesn't help that fucking idiot. You know what? That's what you get for losing to Foxhound, because you dropped Tyreek Hill and he picked him up from the league, and now you lost because of him. So you're welcome. He got his revenge. The Muth is Luth, 98.24 points, beat Fauci's a trans, 70.16, Mr. Dolphin lay down. Let's see, the Muth is Luth got Kirk Cousins, 12.16. God dang, the got me all fucked up. Kirk Herbert, I don't even know who the fuck that is. Hold on. Khalil Herbert, Jesus Christ. 7.8, Najee Harris 19.5, CeeDee Lamb 17.0, 17.08. Oh, what's wrong, man? I was having a stroke. Keenan Allen 16.7, Mike Gesicki 8.3, T motherfucking Higgins 11.7, McLaughlin got you 2, the Chargers D got you 3, and it was enough to beat Fauci's a trans, and he had a pretty shitty lineup this week as well. Joe Burrow 20.26, Leonard Fournette only 5.8, James Conner though 14.20 points, but he had Jay Myers 7.7, Stephon Diggs 12.6, Kelsey is killing you, bro. 1.7, Emmanuel Sanders 0 points, just ghosted. Gay had 6 points and the Bengals had 2. And I know how it feels because that sucks. Dick. Unicorns and then some versus Ballbuster. Ballbuster is pulling out some wins, man. He's a 2-game winning streak against the Unicorns and then some. Unicorns had 80.50 points, and Patrick Mahomes going 14. He looks like a mess. Derrick Henry 5.8. He got hurt. Damian Harris 14 points though. DJ Moore 7.9 wasn't himself. He's playing AJ Green. Old man Green, who missed the fucking touchdown at the end of the game, 7.5. CJ Uzama, 5.3. Devonta Booker, though, it's a hell of a pickup, man. He's got 15 points this week. Butker, 4. Rams, D. He's got you 7 on the flip side. Team Ballbuster, Justin Herbert, 15.82. Chuba Hubbard, the Chuba Hubbard missile crisis. Is that what they call it? I forgot what they said last night. It was pretty funny. 12.6. Elijah Mitchell, 22.7. Debo Samuel, 23.6. DeAndre Hopkins, Nuke Hopkins, questionable, 7.6 points. Dan Schultz, 2.1. Jarvis Landry, 6.5. McPherson's 5. Buccaneers is -1 points. Pulling out some wins here to pull away from last place. He was about to be in the fire, but he's pulling it out. And then this was a semi-close matchup this week. Van Damage had 94.02 points to beat Mr. Hagan, 81.34 points. Let's see. Van Damage had Hurts go for 11.22. Alvin Kamara, 15.15. Dalvin Cook had an off game, 7.8. Adam Thielen, 16.8. DK Metcalf, 19.3. DJ Hawkstrap, 13.9. Mike Williams only got 2.9. Crosby, 4. Browns D, 3 points. And that's going to be a tough lineup to beat if he makes the playoffs. On the flip side, Kyler Murray got 10.06 points. Devin Singletary, 3.4. Mark Ingram, 6.2. Cooper Kupp, 24.32. Amari Cooper, 24.2. Noah Fant, 1.8. Fucking Tony got you 5.36. Ryan Suckup, 3. And the Falcons D got you 3 points. and that is this week's matchups. Right now, I am currently in first place, followed by Team Viv. He's 6-2. I'm 7-1. And then bringing up the next place, number 3 is Team Unicorns and Then Some, who's 5-3. And then we've got a whole bunch of people at 4-4. So we've got Rusty Trombone, Team Van Damage, Team Hagen, Team Ballbuster, the Muth of Luth, the Hans Butt Plower, all 4-4. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, all at 4-4. You know, this is where the rubber meets the road, where playoffs are made or lost. So you got to get on it. Right behind them is Foxhound at 3-5, one game behind this whole clusterfuck of 4-4s. And then Team Fauci's at Trans is literally trying to lose this, with Team Noel Joel bringing up the rear at 1-7. So Fauci's can feel the flames on his ass, because he's almost down there, tied with Noel Joel. And literally, if you guys have right now, if you guys had a tying record, I believe Fauci's at Trans would be last place. So it's a hell of a year, man. I feel like I've done pretty good in a lot of my leagues, and especially in this one. So it has been an exciting one. Let's see, players of the week. I had the best quarterback, of course, Tom Brady. Called it, with 2 interceptions and a fumble. Hilarious. Joe Mixon, Rusty Trombone, 23.1 points. AJ Brown, Jay Viv has him at 29 points. Hawk Strap, Van Damage has him at 13.9. I've got the best kicker this week at 7 points, which is pretty big for this league. And then Noel Joel had 16 points as the defense of the Broncos. Bench warmers, the best bench warmers, Unicorns had Tannehill for 23, Michael Carter, 27.7 sitting on the bench. Pittman, 25.6. J Viv had Freeman, 12.4. Hans Buttplower, 2. And the Saints D sitting on my bench with 13 points. Most efficient manager was Noel Joel, because he scored 85 points, 84 points of his 85.84 points. Congratulations. Let's see. The least efficient was Rusty Trombone, who ended up losing to the Foxhound. Rusty Trombone had the highest point loss, which is obvious. We talked about that. Lowest points in a win was Van Damage, just barely scooting by. Jesus. He needs to lose some games. I'm afraid to play him in the playoffs. J Viv had the biggest blowout, 99 points to 51.46. Narrowest victory, like we said, Van Damage to Hagen. And the overachiever was Foxhound this week, sitting on top with a team performance of 144.06 points out of a maximum 153.46 points. So that is this week's video recap, guys. It has been fun. We are still working on it. I didn't do last week's. That's my bad. Had a wedding, had a lot of stuff going on, but back at it this week. And true to form, guys, always enjoy your week. And I hope I fucking beat all y'all. Dilly dilly.